Mario is pretty much the epitome of an iconic figure within video games. Appearing in more than 200 different titles that have sold more than 500 million copies, everybody knows who Mario is. He's a character on such a level that not even the most hip of hipsters could pretend to be above knowing who Mario is. While not everyone might be interested enough to know or care about too many particulars with a character and series that has evolved so much over the years, there's still some things that people routinely get mixed up about Mario that just get to me for some reason. And yes, I'm willing to admit these are simply pet peeves, but damn it, somebody's gotta stand up for the truth. To be honest, when people or personalities who I know don't claim to be big gamers make these mistakes, I can let it go pretty easily, or in rare cases even offer a polite correction. But when people who do label themselves as true to the core gamers screw up these things, you should know better. These are 3 Mario pet peeves that I hear way too often. I get that it isn't totally fair to expect casual gamers to know the difference in name between 2 power-ups that look and function very similarly. More hardcore gamers should know better though. Unfortunately though, when it comes to knowing that there's indeed a difference between regular Raccoon Mario and Tanooki Suit Mario, a good bit of blame for that falls heavily on Nintendo. Backstory! In Super Mario Bros. 3, getting a Super Leaf would turn you into Raccoon Mario. To become Tanooki Mario, you had to get an actual Tanooki suit. The Tanooki suit gave you all the abilities of Raccoon Mario, along with more coverage of Mario's body in the suit, and the incredible ability to become a statue. Regardless, they are 2 different power-ups, of which Nintendo injected a whole hell of a lot of confusion into that fact when they decided to make the Super Leaf turn Mario into full Tanooki Mario in Super Mario 3D Land for the Nintendo 3DS. For how prominent a theme it is that gamers should know better on this list, the fact that Nintendo did this has me really slapping the hell out of my forehead. Funny thing is, if they had just stuck to celebrating a comeback of Raccoon Mario with the use of the Super Leaf in Super Mario 3D Land instead of the Tanooki suit, they could have avoided this whole minor annoyance, ridiculous and stupid as it may have been. Either way, just please remember, Raccoon Mario, Tanooki Mario. And if you ever called this the teddy bear suit, you are fired from gaming. Over the years, Mario has rescued several different damsels in distress. Although one has obviously been the most prominent over time, there are still 2 others who were brightly in the spotlight once. So, let's just clear up quickly who is who. If you are playing Donkey Kong, Mario is trying to rescue Pauline. If you're playing Super Mario Land for the Nintendo Game Boy, Mario is trying to rescue Princess Daisy. And if you're playing pretty much any other Mario game, Mario is trying to rescue Princess Toadstool. Or Peach if you're a noob, but Toadstool for life! Pauline and Daisy will make small appearances here and there, most of those consisting of Daisy being a part of whatever sports Mario and the crew are currently playing. The confusion with this all, I partly blame on Nintendo again, seeing as how in the original Super Mario Bros., you don't see Toadstool mentioned by name, whereas when Mario made the jump to the Game Boy, he does mention Daisy by name. That and there wasn't color to distinguish a pink dress of Toadstools to an orange dress of Daisies. And of course there was the Super Mario Bros. Movie in which Mario and Luigi are trying to rescue Daisy, thus giving people the impression that Daisy is the regular damsel in distress. Again, even though I still think people who identify as gamers should know better, there's still been a little bit to mislead people with getting those names straight. Basically, just remember that if it's not Donkey Kong or Super Mario Land, Daisy and Pauline are out of the picture. Oh yeah, baby, let's talk some more shit about leaves. The early years of Mario games saw the power of flight arrive and evolve somewhat rapidly. The floating ability of the princess in Super Mario Bros. 2 was where it began, but when Raccoon Mario was introduced in Super Mario Bros. 3, that's when things really took off. Wow, what a terrific audience. Then Mario fully solidified his superhero status by taking flight with the power of a cape in Super Mario World. These power-ups were awesome, still are even. But what's always bothered me about them is how often people screw up the means to become either Raccoon Mario or Caped Mario. Please, can we clear this up once and for all? This is a Super Leaf, and this is a feather. The leaf appears in Super Mario 3 and turns you into Raccoon Mario. The feather comes in Super Mario World and turns you into Caped Mario. The leaf looks like a freaking leaf. It has veins just like an actual leaf. it flutters downward like a leaf would. The ones you get as inventory items are even green. The feather, on the other hand, looks like, you probably guessed it by now, a freaking feather. This one, though, claims the top spot because Nintendo didn't do anything to mislead anybody here. If anything, they helped out with knowing the difference because of the different cartoons based on Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World. So this one is purely on the gamers. They're two different items for two different power-ups from two different games. So for the love of God, never mistake the two again. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. If you've got any Mario pet peeves of your own, please feel free to share them in the comments below. Also check out this other video I did a bit ago about some name changes in gaming that have never sat well with me, and then that whole like and subscribing thing is cool too, so do that if you got time. Thanks again, everybody.